Gemini, welcome to Aether Tarot. Welcome to your general collective reading we're doing today. At a new location today. Just gone away for a couple of days, so a little bit of a different setup. Alright, so let's get into what's going on for you. We have a timing card, June. So this is, I wonder if you have a feeling you had this come out in your last reading. Ooh, your cards are fine now. I'll get one more. We have June, so I feel like something may have started or ended. Something happened. June just gone. This feels like this year. It's a couple months ago. May have started a new cycle. We have angels, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. So you're very protected at this time. Unicorn, this is in the century spread. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. 10 cards, celebration, fun, and enjoyment. So this feels all new. And you're tapping in, you're in a place in life where you're asking yourself in spirit, to give you direction and protection. And this is a great place to be in. It feels like a restart. Somebody's having a restart in life, and you're using your intuition to make beneficial changes. Like, this is all just very, you're getting in touch with your spiritual side. It's like you're letting go of, and we have the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You're looking at your future and you're looking at your life in general and about making some big changes. So something could have happened recently, like a breakup or something, and you're having this new start, or things just haven't been going well. And you're really starting to get that holistic overall look at how do you want your life to go, how can you make these changes, how can you do things differently to how you've always done them to get a different result. And so I'm feeling here. Ace of Wands, you could be feeling a passion in your life and you really want this back. 9 of Cups in reverse, you're not happy. You're not happy and you're wanting to get this happiness back in your life. You're in the process of figuring it out right now. So let's pull out your story, see where you're at. This can always be a really rocky, kind of turbulent time, this spiritual growth and these challenges, and yet you have to get to that turbulent time sometimes for you to get back to basics and get back to this, where you're really digging in deep and you're doing what's best for you, and you're really pulling it out and connecting with yourself, your higher self, and the spirit. So, see the positive. It's actually a good thing. Alright, these cards are already pre-shuffled anyway, so we'll just get going on. There we go. Well, the ones that I brought out before are just coming straight out on top, so they want to be in your spread. 2 of Wands, yeah, you're looking at your choices, you're looking at your future, you're looking at all these possibilities. And you're wanting to make these changes, beneficial changes. The Fool, you're starting again, and you want to start again. Sometimes circumstances come around where we need to start again, whether we like it or not, but this is a fresh start. This is a new opportunity. This is a new adventure. So somebody could be single, newly, or you just, you're out with the old and with the new, with you're just discarding all the things that have not been working for you for a long time, for it feels like years and years. You're looking at your whole life, the world, your whole world is together. You're not just looking at how can I make money better and work career better, how can I make family life better, how can I make my spirituality and that connectedness and learning. It's like everything is going through a revamp, like a total overhaul is what it feels like. With the Six of Pentacles in reverse, you could have been giving to somebody else, giving back, and being taken advantage of. And you're just done with that. Whatever you were giving to, you've stopped giving. You've stopped giving to the point of being completely depleted and not giving back to yourself. It's like you've been giving to others and not giving back to yourself, and now this is part of what's the big changes. Six of Swords, you're in your boat, you're leaving. You could be thinking about going on a trip, or you're just getting away from all the toxicities, the toxic people, the toxic environment that's been surrounding you. And this just feels like a full overhaul, restart, revamp. Ace of Swords, you could be quite stuck in your head, like trying to get those fresh ideas, and sometimes you do just need to get away for some time. You know, it might just be a couple of days, get out of your usual environment, or a couple of weeks, couple of months, whatever it takes to be able to start thinking newly, fresh ideas. Because here, Ace of Swords in reverse is it's either you're not having any new ideas come through and you're trying to connect. You've got this lack of desire as well with that Ace of Wands, this lack of desire for your life, for the way things have been going. And right now it feels like you're still in that fog, like you have to make these changes, you want to make these changes, but you can't see past where you're at. You need to get away, to get out of this fog and to start having this come through. This could also be that you've been around a bunch of lies. Somebody could be lying to you, or you could be lying to yourself. You could have been lying to yourself for a number of years, but not like in a way that you knew that. I mean, this can be like lying to yourself in the sense of you didn't know what you didn't know. You didn't know. I mean, we do know that our behaviours are toxic. The obvious ones like smoking, drinking, drugs, partying, overindulgence, that sort of thing. But to have toxic thinking patterns, and this can also be like self-denial, denying, I don't know, like this, I'm getting from this that your belief systems are changing. Like your belief in yourself, your belief about life, you just total, like this could be, you know, very midlife crisis feeling. This could be like and it may not be the midlife crisis, you may have already had that and you're on a new crisis level, but I feel like somebody's making this overhaul change because it's like everything's come to a point where it's just been enough, too much. You've had enough, more to the point. So yeah, Ace of Wands, you want to get this desire back for your life. You are getting spiritually guided with this, and you could have some spell work or some negative energy that's being cast on you, which is really blocking this desire from coming through. And so this protection is there, or you're asking for that guidance, you're asking for that protection. We have the Death card come out for clarifying the Two of Wands. So yeah, you are going through a full transformation. It's obvious anyway, but something has ended. So this is death and rebirth, this whole reading. I mean, you see how the story keeps going, but this is like, now for somebody this could feel like a new rock bottom, this restart, but I don't so much see it as that. I feel like you've got a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom behind you, a lot of ways of processing things, but you know, like sometimes the older you get when you're starting again or having a revamp, the more it feels like a failure or a rock bottom, because you know, you don't feel like you have as much time to make it back, as much time to waste, like you should be further along by now, that sort of thing. It can get in the way more so than it does when you're younger. Having to start again, it's like, oh well, we've got all the time in the world. So I don't think it's easy anyway at any point along the line, but you may have restarted a couple of times in your life already, and that makes no difference whatsoever to doing it again, because each point that you get to and you're doing it again, you're in a totally different phase of life. It is not like, oh, I've been here before, I can, yes, you can have that self-belief, I've been here before and I've pulled myself through it before, but it's still extremely uncomfortable because you're going through a transitional time within yourself, with your beliefs, with your, there's self-doubt involved, there's, needing to not be sucked into down that rabbit hole. And this is when you really got to dig deep, and it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable transition, big time. We have the Page of Pentacles to the Ace of Wands. You want to find a new passion and desire for how you make money. You're willing to start from scratch, but you want something that you actually love to do. So you may want a new job, a new career, like full revamp. I don't see this as just a job, career, money, reading, but I feel like everything is involved here. Everything. We have the Empress at the bottom of the deck, so this is about birthing new things. You wanting this fresh start, you're wanting these new things, you're wanting this creativity. You're wanting to bring in that new, and I feel like here, Seven of Wands, like everything has just got on top of you. So as much as you want to get into this creative Empress mode, this mother mode, and maybe you are a mother, and it's been years and years and years of raising children, or it's just been like everything's piled up. You've been giving and giving and giving of yourself and not giving back to yourself, and not feeling like you get that equal reciprocity back. So you're depleted, because here you don't have the upper ground. You feel like it's all piled up on top of you with this Seven of Wands in reverse. And you're trying to get to a place where you can give back to you, be comfortable. You want this Ten of Cups. But here, Strength in reverse, it's like you've got this low self-confidence right now, this low belief in yourself. And this needs to be rebuilt. We have the Nine of Pentacles here, so I feel like deep down, this is what you come from, and this is what you're going to. You're fighting to have this back in your life. And you may have, for some of you, you may have all these comforts around you. You may have kind of like what other people envy, and yet you're feeling depleted. You're feeling like a lack of confidence and low self-esteem. And you're feeling like it's still all piled up on top of you. So, what difference does it make when you've got these, any material possessions around you, because they aren't soul-filling. So you could be quite comfortable and you're still wanting to do a change. You're still wanting to do a change in career, money, desire. You could be in a type of work where you make plenty good money and you don't have a passion for it anymore. Maybe you did once, but you certainly don't right now. And you need that change. You need something to mix it up. Maybe you've been a stay-at-home mom for a number of years and it's time to get back into the workforce, but you kind of like don't have the desire to, or the desire to go back to doing what you were doing before, whatever it may be. Your priorities have changed. You have changed. You're not the same person. The same things don't fulfill you that used to fulfill you. It's okay. It happens to all of us at different points in time. And this is why you're going into this, like, being intuitive. You're connecting with your spirituality on a deeper level because you're looking for something that's got more substance than just this 3D material world. And I feel like these changes really have started kicking in big for you in June, or this official ending. This official transition started in June. Like, the end of a relationship, or you might have been in separation, but you've been working on it for a while, and then, you both finally officially made it. No, we're not going to get back together. Whatever it is for you. Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This has been a long road. A hard journey. This is a wounded warrior, but you haven't given up. And sometimes you may feel like giving up, and it may be a point of, like, especially if you're a parent, You don't have that choice. You don't give yourself that choice, and that choice isn't there anyway. Most people don't have the luxury of being able to throw themselves in a heap and recover or give up on whatever is going on in life. You know, you're pushing through no matter what. So you have developed a lot of strength, even though you feel weak at times and worn down. But this is extremely character building. But here, you know, you don't have that inner happiness. With the Nine of Cups in reverse, you want to get back to that satisfaction, and you're trying to find what is it going to take to make these changes. What is it going to be like to feel like you're above average happy every day? You don't have to be at your most glorious on an everyday basis. If we were all happy all the time and had no bad days, how would we recognize the good ones? And you know that. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. But it'd be nice to be, even when there's no problems, it'd be nice to not have the self-doubt. It's nice to have the feeling that something big isn't missing in you, in your world, in your life. This is like you're looking beyond the superficial things. You're looking beyond even the basic things. And I feel like even though I feel like this belongs here, this just somebody's burned out, and you've been out of balance for so long that it's like you don't even know how to get your balance back anymore. And what used to balance you, I don't think is really like doing it for you anymore. Like you don't, those things won't balance you back out again now. Okay, we have the Five of Wands. So there's been a lot of conflict around you, maybe in your environment, or just complete inner turmoil, inner conflict. I feel like it's more appropriate for most of you. And here, like Knight of Swords and the Moon, I feel like you want to hurry up and get yourself somewhere. I don't feel like this is another person so much as it's like you want to get to this, get yourself out of this point, you know, in a hurry. You want to just, because this is an uncomfortable place to be. But with the Moon, it's all sort of hidden from your view right now because of the mental and emotional state that you're in, and you don't know how to do it. We don't know how to do the next thing until we've done it. When we're tackling something new, you can have guidance, you can have people who have been there before, but this is an individual experience. What's going to be soul-filling and fill that hole in you is not what's going to necessarily do it for somebody else. This is something you need to find within yourself. Take that time to get there. However, we have new opportunities, possibilities, paths opening up. With the Star in reverse. So I feel like you're going under the radar right now. Maybe you're not sharing what you're doing, sharing any plans with others. You're wanting to stay low profile, keep things on the down low until you know for yourself, and maybe until you've got something else going. We've got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody could have lost a job or left a job, but something that you want to master something again. Find your passion for what you want to do, but maybe you want to become that master again. But maybe finances have been going backwards lately, or you've just not had the passion for the what you've been doing in the past. So this is somebody who is a master in the upright, and they have made significant progress, and they have made a lot of money doing what they're doing. But in the reverse, you don't want to do it anymore, or something's happened in that environment, or you just feel like you've been working hard and getting nowhere lately. And it's certainly, this isn't all that it's going to take to really have you feel that satisfaction. This could have just become a feeling of it's being repetitive, and you just don't want to do it anymore, or you don't want to do it for for a certain company, or this feeling drained, and what's built up in you has had this just feel like hard work now, and you've lost your passion for it. Maybe you just want to get the passion back for what you already do, or what you used to do. The star in reverse can also talk to like a bit of negative publicity, like maybe somebody's been framing you in a bad light, or you feel like your life is not the way you want others to see you right now, which could be wanting to hide out, or just go into a bit of hermit mode until you have this figured out. You can be looking at these new possibilities and opportunities and paths opening up, but it doesn't seem like something is there yet. It's still in the process of getting there. So, you're still in the thinking, choosing stage. You may have felt with this 8 of Wands in reverse like you've been going backwards lately. And you don't want to go backwards. You want to see this growth. 7 of Pentacles. You're thinking about a bit of the past, of like how far you come in the past, and maybe now you feel like you've slipped backwards. You'll be considering what you've got to move on with. And here we go, you're in this Hangman energy, like I just called it a moment ago. Still figuring it out for yourself. And I think you want to do it quicker, but I think it's going to take a significant time. Now, this process can't be rushed, and it's going to be different for everybody. And everyone's got different circumstances as well to consider, different startup amounts, different, what you can do. If it's a career change, you might be like, well, how can I just go and start something new and take a huge pay cut, or start a business without having an income coming in for the first year, or however long it takes for that to happen. Everyone's different with how they can manage this. So you're trying to get some perspective, and I feel like you're just kind of hanging out with this right now. I don't feel like you're procrastinating. I think you're using this time to think about all of these things. There will come a time, though, that you need to pull yourself down from this tree and actually take some action. Right now, there is no action being taken. There is the process happening for how to get to the, it's like figuring out what you want. You're going through a process of figuring out what you want. It doesn't even really, this reading doesn't even touch on yet, and it may not even be anything about that. I feel like this is about you. This isn't about other people. Like, you may have put some endings to toxic relationships, toxic environments, toxic work, whatever it's been that's, finished, gone, done, dusted, or this has happened to you. But regardless of what endings have come about, this whole reading is about you. This isn't about you trying to choose another person. This is another love reading. This is you as a person finding passion and desire for your life, getting out what doesn't work anymore, getting away from this conflict, this inner conflict and any conflict around you. It feels like everything's built up. Toxic work environment, maybe toxic home environment, life, whatever it may be, starting again. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So like I was saying, you may have, this could be your energy. You could be in quite a good financial position. This could be asset rich and cash poor. Or you've got a Queen of Pentacles, somebody in your life that's supporting you, but I feel like this is your energy for the most part. You do have some substantial base, but then we have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So you could have been here and now you're not, and you want to get back here, or you are significantly further along, but your work isn't. You're wanting to do something new again. You're like, this is in reverse, this Three of Pentacles. So I feel like, and now, you know, our work is significant. It's a significant part of our life. With the Five of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck, I feel like maybe you feel like things have gone backwards, or maybe this was an ending to a work situation. Something was going really good in the past. You did get, you know, say some properties or something behind you, something significant backed up, but now it's not going so good. Now it's not enough. You don't want to be here, or it's looking like it's heading in this direction, so you're needing to make changes now. Our work has a big part. Now, we don't always want to wrap up our identity in what we do for money, but it's a big part of our life. And of course we identify with the different areas of our life. That's like saying that if you have children, you know, it's wrong to identify as a mother or a father. Of course it's not. What you do for work has a part of your identity, your happiness, your production, your worthiness, how you feel about yourself, whether you're doing something you feel you're really good at, you're specialized, you're mastering or not. And maybe you have had that before, that fulfillment, and you don't now, or you're wanting to get to that, or you're wanting to get to that in a different way, with a different type of thing. Whatever it may be, something has gotten old and redundant here. So I feel like you're on the right path with figuring it out, with being in that hangman position, with tapping into your intuition, you know, spiritual guidance. So I'm feeling good about this reading, but I don't think you're feeling good about where you're at in life right now, and that's okay, because you're pulling through and you're doing all the right things to pull through. And if you want to keep a low profile for now, absolutely nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. Yeah, the World. Knight of Wands in reverse. Ooh, King of Swords. Five of Cups. So the World, yeah, like we spoke about earlier, this is like a full holistic look at your entire life. You're going into a new cycle, you're ending an old one. You're looking at all the different areas of life. You're looking at your friend circle, your spiritual life, your education and learning, your family life. All of it together in all the parts of you. And you're looking at, how do I balance my life back out? And to get that balance, what are the areas in life that are important to me? Because they're different for everybody. You are unique, you are special, and what works for you. This Knight of Wands in reverse, this is someone in your life who's a complete playing, manipulative type of energy. And this could be somebody who's creating some conflict for you, some unhappiness for you. For some of you, this could be you. And if this is you, then you being in the Knight of Wands reverse is why this is all going on for you. You can't treat people like this. This Knight of Wands cannot be running around using people, manipulating people, discarding people regardless of their feelings, having no depth, no connection, just taking what he wants and leaving whatever damage behind. This guy is going to feel like a complete loser, completely hollow, shallow, and unfulfilled, unsatisfied, and he only gets like these little twinges of highs along the way. But this is a narcissistic, low self-esteem type of person who can even behave this way towards others. They're not going to pull themselves out of it without a lot of therapy. These are the types of toxic people and toxic relationships you need out of your life. Get away from that person, whoever they are, and for whatever reason they're in here. And they're showing up in this line of your spread. So if you're dealing with this Knight of Wands, you are trying to use your intuition. They would be trying to make you second guess yourself 100%. They will be telling you things like to have you question yourself about them, to avoid being responsible for their own behaviour. They'll say things like, oh, don't bring your past issues into this relationship just because this and that and whatever else happened to you in the past, don't go judging me in that way, blah, blah, blah. Things like that, manipulative things to deflect what you intuitively know you're feeling off about them, about the things they're saying and the things they're doing, because their actions and their words do not line up. But to deflect that and try and make it your issue rather than you be able to know that you actually have it right, they'll say things like that to make you have this inner conflict. You will always be in conflict with a person like that, because nothing ever adds up with a person like this. So this is the person to get out of your life if you haven't already. For sure, they will completely flip your world upside down, and you'll be on a roller coaster ride emotionally, mentally, and it will impact you physically whenever this person is around. King of Swords is somebody who gets to the truth. This could be an official person in your life. This can be somebody in an official position. This could be somebody of the law, a lawyer, a policeman, or somebody in your life that can just see the truth, cut through the bullshit. They, from an outsider's perspective, can see exactly what this King of Wands is doing. And you may not want to believe them, but you ought to believe them. This is somebody older, more mature than this King of Wands. Now Knight of Wands. Now, a Knight is typically a younger person, but this can be somebody who's just emotionally a child at the same time in an older man's body. But, this King of Swords is going to tell you what you may not want to hear, but it's the truth. And we have the Five of Cups here, so you may feel like you may be feeling depressed and at a loss. And there might be a ruling or something coming down on this Knight of Wands that's making you feel that way. But look, as soon as that happens, Ace of Pentacles, you get a new financial opportunity coming. And it's like a blessing. It's like a hand from God. And this will come in very quickly. So as soon as you get this toxicity and this conflict out of your life, this is what's going on here in the center of your spread. It's impacting everything. This person is impacting your happiness, your relationship with your kids, your passion and desire for your own life, your work life, everything, even what you look like to your family and friends and publicly. Every area of your life is out of sync with this Knight of Wands in it. Get rid of them. Okay, that's just my humble opinion. Well, it's also in the cards, but that's my opinion on interpreting the card. Let's get you an oracle card for some advice. Finish up your reading. This is from the Native Spirit Oracle cards, and we have Song of the Wild. So, if you're feeling confused right now, believe me, it's this Knight of Wands keeping you confused, because it's actually quite basic, it's quite simple, and it's very clear. But they keep you confused deliberately. New horizons await for you. You're ready to savor the wonders of the world. Take some risks. Answer the call of the wild. Step out of your comfort zone. Live passionately. Take steps in the direction of freedom. Expand beyond your limitations and boundaries. Maybe it's time to take a journey or do something new and exciting. You are entering a period of expansion and going beyond your self-imposed limitations. Even if you feel hesitant, this is the time to try something new and to do things in a different way. You might even visit far-off lands or wild natural places. Adventure often entails risks, but without it, life can become lackluster and stagnant. There's a vast, new and wondrous vista just around the corner, but you'll never see it if you don't venture out. Plan a trip, take some classes that get you out of your comfort zone, try new styles, do the same things that you've always done, but in a new and different way. Push beyond your boundaries, step out of character, spend time in the wilderness. That was the most perfect ending to this reading. And right now you're feeling so stuck in how to make that start happen and how to do something new to get this desire and passion back for your life. Look at this rainbow here. It's just like seeing a different view. Like, I really love that for you. You're going to get there, Gemini, so hold in there. Hold in there. Don't go down the depressive tunnel. And I know that's easier said than done, but like sometimes you have to force yourself to get up and get out because you know it's going to be good for you and it will change your mood. But you have to force yourself in the beginning because you're not going to feel like doing it. You're not going to feel like doing anything. Just has. But, you know, do what you know. I mean, you're not going to feel any better sitting around doing nothing about it either. You're just going to be disappointed. And so push yourself, get out there. You have celebration, fun and enjoyment to look forward to here in the cards. New opportunities, possibilities, focus on those. And you have some people around you that will help you and support you in this, so get on it. Alright, Gemini, this is your reading and I hope it resonates. I hope you got something out of it, and if you did, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, help this channel to grow, and I will be back in another couple of days with another reading for you. So stay tuned, have your notification bell switched on, and if you drop an emoji in the comment section below or any comment, you'll enter into the George Winner free tarot deck. Just about to post the winner for the end of this month, and we'll keep going and do it again for next month. So for September, so August is about done, and by the time you get this reading, probably tomorrow. So yeah, the winner will be announced on the community page, so keep an eye on that. Alright, I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.